Hello students, welcome to All 4 C Learning. This is session 80. We are preparing preparation of carbonyl compounds. In previous session so far we discussed methods of preparation of aliphatic aldehydes and ketones. In this method we are going to learn methods of preparation of aromatic aldehydes and aromatic ketones. Now, aromatic aldehydes and ketones like aromatic aldehydes, benzaldehyde, salicylaldehyde, cinnamaldehyde, all these are having good fragrance, and benzaldehyde particularly has smell of bitter almonds. Benzaldehyde has smell of bitter almonds, and laboratory method of preparation of benzaldehyde in aromatic aldehydes, benzaldehyde we are going to learn, and in aromatic ketones, methyl phenyl ketone also called acetophenone. Acetophenone we are going to learn. Let us see first aromatic aldehydes method of preparation. Laboratory method benzyl chloride upon oxidation in presence of cupric nitrate CuNO3 taken twice or lead nitrate PbNO3 taken twice. Benzyl chloride upon oxidation in presence of with copper nitrate or lead nitrate in presence of carbon dioxide. We are getting benzaldehyde. Here instead of copper nitrate we are getting CuCl2. Means if we lead nitrate we are using PbCl2, and we are getting HNO2. That means here earlier nitrates N plus 5 oxidation state, and now it reduced to N plus 3 oxidation state. That means here copper still remains as Cu plus 2, lead remains as Pb plus 2, but only nitrogen oxidation number changes from plus 5 to plus 3. That means nitrate ion acts as oxidizing agent. Nitrate ion only acts as oxidizing agent, and it reduces to HNO2. And further HNO2 further oxidizes to NO2, NO and H2O. Further dissociates to NO2, NO and H2O. Next method of preparation of aromatic aldehydes, we already learned Rosenmund's reduction. Rosenmund's reduction we can use for preparation of only aldehydes, not only aliphatic aldehydes, but also aromatic aldehydes we can prepare in Rosenmund's reduction. And Rosenmund's reduction, acid halides upon reduction with palladium barium sulfate in presence of boiling sulfur or xylene, we are getting aldehydes. And there already we learned that palladium is a catalyst, barium sulfate is a negative catalyst, and boiling sulfur or xylene acts as catalytic poisoner. Let us consider, we already learned that there with acid chloride, normal acid chloride, here I used to consider benzoyl chloride, PHC double bond OCl, this is what we call benzoyl chloride. This one upon reduction by using palladium barium sulfate. Barium sulfate is here to decrease the catalytic activity of the catalyst, and boiling sulfur or xylene. This one gives benzaldehyde, PHC double bond OH and PdCl2, like that we are getting product. So Rosenmund's reaction we can prepare aldehydes only, but not only for aliphatic aldehydes. Along with that, aromatic aldehydes also we can prepare. Here catalyst is poisoned by addition of boiling sulfur or xylene, and calcium salts of carboxylic acid. Dry distillation, calcium salts of carboxylic acids, dry distillation. This one also we learned that dry distillation of calcium salts of carboxylic acid. Here we used to consider earlier with formaldehyde means formic acid only. If you consider, you can prepare formaldehyde. Except formic acid salt, any other carboxylic acid salt, you are getting ketone only. But if you want to prepare aldehyde, you need to use one is calcium salt of formic acid along with any other carboxylic acid. Let us see here. I am going to consider benzoic acid salt C6H5 C double bond OO C6H5 C double bond OO here Ca2 plus. So calcium salts of benzoic acid, calcium salt of benzoic acid. This one with calcium salt of formic acid. Calcium salt of formic acid. CHO, C double bond OH. Here, calcium carbonate eliminate out. Calcium carbonate eliminate out. And what remains here? C6H5, C double bond OH. Here I am going to show this one as like this. Then what products we are getting? C6H5, C double bond OH. We are getting product. But here one more obstacle is there. As already we discussed that we cannot control the reaction. So instead of participating calcium benzoate and calcium formate, instead of these two, if both molecules calcium benzoate is participated, in such a case you are getting benzophenone C6H5, C double bond O, C6H5. Similarly, instead of these two are participating, if both the molecules of calcium salts of formic acid is participated, then we are getting formaldehyde also product. So we are getting mixture of products. In this method is not that much suitable method because of you are preparing mixture of products and you are not getting only single product benzaldehyde as product. Next method is oxidation of benzyl alcohol. Oxidation of benzyl alcohol. As we learned that alcohols upon oxidation we are getting aldehydes or ketones. Primary alcohols upon oxidation we are getting aldehydes. Secondary alcohols upon oxidation we are getting ketones. Here benzyl alcohol PH CH2OH, which is a primary alcohol. And this one upon oxidation. For this oxidation, in general we are using nitric acid or gasified KMnO4 like that reagents, and we are getting PH C double bond OH benzaldehyde. And if further oxidation possibility is there, and upon further oxidation we are getting benzoic acid. So here we need to stop the reaction here, and this method is used for commercial production of benzaldehyde. Similarly, hydrolysis of benzyl chloride. Hydrolysis of PHCHCl2 benzoyl chloride. Here benzyl chloride means PHCH2Cl, benzoyl chloride means PHCHCl2. Now ring containing carbon, it attaches to two chlorines. This one upon hydrolysis, base hydrolysis or acid hydrolysis, what happened here? SN reaction, and the halogen will be displaced by OH. Then we are getting a ring containing C. One is hydrogen, 2 OH group, and no one carbon is going to bear 2 OH group, immediately loses water molecule and it converts into benzaldehyde. So benzoyl chloride upon hydrolysis, we are getting benzaldehyde. Not only oxidation of benzyl alcohol, toluene upon oxidation. Toluene is nothing but a methyl benzene. But toluene upon oxidation, for its oxidation, we need to use reagents selectively. Selective reagents we have to use for oxidation of toluene, because of for further oxidation you are going to get benzoic acid. So toluene upon oxidation, particularly with reagents, selective reagents, they are vanadium pentoxide or manganese oxide, molybdenum oxide, like that, means heavy metal oxides only. So in presence of vanadium pentoxide and oxides of manganese, molybdenum, like that oxides, then we are getting benzaldehyde. So if we are using any strong oxidizing agent, we may get carboxylic acid, means benzoic acid as a product. And here vanadium pentoxide or molybdenum, manganese and zirconium oxides preferably used for controlled oxidation, and we are getting product as benzaldehyde. Students, next method of preparation is Itard's reaction. In Itard's reaction, toluene upon oxidation with chromyl chloride, in presence of non-polar solvent like carbon tetrachloride or carbon disulfide, it first forms chromic ester, and which upon hydrolysis we are getting aldehyde. And the mechanism is not that much simple. What we think here, instead of toluene, if you are considering ethyl benzene, here there are two carbon atoms are there. One is the carbon which directly attached to ring and the carbon which is not attached to ring. So which carbon gets oxidized? If you observe, the terminal carbon only gets oxidized. Means in general, oxidation takes place at ring containing carbon, but here irrespective of the carbon whether it possesses ring or not, that is not criteria here, and the terminal carbon only participates in oxidation. Let us see how the mechanism proceeds. First, toluene upon reaction with chromyl chloride, CrO2 Cl2. In CrO2 Cl2, if you observe Cr double bond O, Cl and Cl. Here, this pi electrons are shifted towards oxygen and this CH sigma bond electrons are shifted towards this ring containing carbon. Further, it makes, by shifting these electrons towards this carbon will become electron rich and means this carbon bears negative charge. The negative charge attacks upon positive charge chromium. So here, if you observe cyclic transit state mechanism like here, once again pi electrons are shifted towards oxygen and this oxygen takes a hydrogen and this CH sigma bond electrons are shifted towards the ring and within the ring pi electrons are shifted towards this carbon. This negatively charged carbon attached to chromium. That means there will be new bond formation between this carbon and chromium new bond, and this chromium now it has one double bond O and this double bond O converts into OH. So this double bond O converts into OH and here it consists only one double bond O, remaining two chlorines as such, and now in between this ring containing carbon and this carbon, chlorine carbon, double bond formation. And after this one, after this there is a rearrangement, special type of rearrangement, that what we call sigmatropic rearrangement. So 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement is what we call 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Here what happened if you observe? Again this CrO pi electrons are shifted towards this carbon, resultant there will be a new bond formation between carbon and oxygen and pi electrons are shifted towards this carbon and these electrons get back. Resultant carbon oxygen bond formation, oxygen and chromium, here Cl OH group. Here this OCr bond will be shifted towards chromium and Cl will leave away. Resultant this CH bond electrons are shifted towards oxygen. Then we are getting benzaldehyde and chromium consists OH and Cl. So in CrO2 Cl2 chromium oxidation state is +6. Now here it converts into +2. Of course this unstable, it further changes to +3. Fine. Here whatever the ring containing alkyl group, ultimately terminal carbon only gets oxidized. And during oxidation, first it forms chromate ester. If you observe Cr double bond O, O like that, chromate ester type product, and which upon hydrolysis we are getting benzaldehyde. This is what we call Itots reaction. And next one is Gattermann-Koch aldehyde synthesis. In Gattermann-Koch aldehyde synthesis, carbon monoxide, HCl, benzene and AlCl3. These are the reactants. Benzene upon reaction with CO and HCl in presence of AlCl3, we are getting benzaldehyde and HCl. Now, carbon monoxide and HCl. As we know, carbon monoxide CO plus HCl, we are getting HC double bond OCl. This is nothing but formyl chloride. This one upon reaction with anhydrous AlCl3, which acts as Lewis acid and it generates one electrophile HC double bond O plus AlCl4 minus. Now this is electrophilic. This reaction involves electrophilic substitution. So benzene, it is electron rich species and now it is electrophile. This electrophile attack approaches to one of the carbon atom. Resultant we are getting here C double bond OH and now it is going to bear positive charge and the CH sigma bond electrons are shifted towards positive charge. Resultant we are getting C double bond OH and reattachment of aromaticity by the ring. So overall carbon monoxide HCl with AlCl3 we are adding benzaldehyde. But why you write here HCl and HCl two times? These two HCls are different. These two HCl are not same. Let us check here. If you are using benzene benzene CO plus DCl. CO plus DCl. If we are expecting the HCl, what we are using, same we are getting. If we expect like that, let us see. This DCl, CO plus DCl, it will get C double bond O plus, that is electrophile. DC double bond O plus attached to DC double bond O plus attached to benzene ring. Resultant, we are getting butylobenzaldehyde, and here from carbon, means from ring containing carbon, H plus comes out HCl. Even though we are using DCl, we are getting HCl. Now, if a ring consists any substituent like electron releasing group CH3, then methyl group means electron releasing group, in other words ring activating group. Being ring activating group, what happened here? It directs that incoming electrophile towards ortho and para position. This one, toluene upon reaction with CO and HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, we are getting ortho methyl benzaldehyde and para-methyl benzaldehyde. These are the products. We are getting two products. Next method, Gutterman reaction. Just now we discussed Gutterman-Koch reaction. There we are using benzene, carbon monoxide and HCl. Here Gutterman reaction, in this case benzene, instead of carbon monoxide we are using HCN, nitrile or hydrogen cyanide. So benzene upon reaction with HCN and HCl in presence of Lewis acid catalyst AlCl3 or FeCl3, then followed by hydrolysis, then we are getting benzaldehyde. So here how mechanism proceeds. So HCN triple bond N, nitrogen is more electronegative. This one upon reaction with H plus from HCl, this H plus taken by nitrogen, then we are getting HC double bond NH, here positive charge. Now this one acts as electrophile, and this Cl minus taken by AlCl3, and we are getting AlCl4 minus. So from HCl, Cl minus accepted by AlCl3, AlCl4 minus, and we are getting electrophile. This electrophile upon reaction with benzene ring, here NH plus, then it reacts upon one of the carbon, means there will be new bond formation between carbon and carbon, then we are getting NH plus and H. This one upon hydrolysis, as in previous session we discussed, wherever C double bond N is going to break, here OH group, here H, means here ammonia comes out, and we are getting benzaldehyde, C double bond OH. This is a Gutterman reaction. Similar reaction earlier we learned, and a Stephens reaction, Stephens reduction also. Nitriles upon reduction, we are getting imines. That imines upon further reduction, imines upon further hydrolysis, we are getting aldehydes. Here Stephens reduction, and yeah, I'm going to consider PHC triple bond N. This one upon reduction. For this reduction in general we are using SnCl2 and HCl. What happened? SnCl4 further reaction with HCl, we are getting H2 SnCl4 minus like that. So SnCl2 and HCl, here we are getting hydrogen, Sn hydrogen, then we are PHCH double bond NH. Because of this reaction takes place in excess of the acid, here it converts into NH2 plus Cl minus. This one upon hydrolysis, we are getting benzaldehyde. Stephens reduction, nitriles upon reduction it gives imines. Here iminium salts, because of the acid, imine with acid means imine combined with acid and forms salt, that what we call iminium salt, and formed iminium salt upon hydrolysis we are getting aldehyde. Similarly, ozonolysis of styrene, styrene is nothing but vinyl benzene. Styrene is nothing but vinyl benzene. This vinyl benzene upon ozonolysis followed by hydrolysis. Which hydrolysis? Reductive hydrolysis. For that we have to use either zinc or dimethyl sulfide. First ozonoid formation, here ozonoid formation, and later Olysis means breaking of bonds here. Resultant we are getting PH, C double bond OH and formaldehyde. And we should not forget one more thing here. Reductive ozonolysis. This what we call in presence of reducing agent. Reductive ozonolysis. If we are not using reducing agent like zinc or dimethyl sulfide, obviously you are getting product acids instead of aldehyde. The next method of preparation of benzaldehyde is Somerlet reaction. This is very important. Benzyl chloride upon reaction with hexamethylene tetraamine, it's also called urotropin, and this urotropin drug is used for urinary antiseptic. And this one upon reaction with benzyl chloride, you are getting benzaldehyde. Have a look mechanism here. Benzyl chloride PH, CH, HCl, benzyl chloride, and urotropin hexamethylene tetraamine, 4 nitrogen atoms and 6 methylene groups. 6 methylene CH2, 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 CH2. CH2 taken 6 times N4, hexamethylene tetraamine. What happened here? Nitrogen donates electron pair to carbon. Here CCl bond, Cl is more electronegative, that it pulls electron towards itself. Means Cl comes out as Cl minus, nitrogen donates electron pair to carbon. Resultant there will be a bond formation between carbon and nitrogen, and Cl comes out completely. So Cl departs and there will be new bond formation between carbon and nitrogen. Resultant urotropin nitrogen is going to bear positive charge. Here it bears positive charge. Later, in order to compensate the positive charge, and the Cl minus approaches to this carbon containing nitrogen. Here it comes out as HCl. It comes out as HCl. Means once it abstracted the proton, the H sigma bond electrons are shifted towards nitrogen. And in order to facilitate that, this nitrogen carbon bond will be shifted towards this carbon. Resultant it will become CH2 minus, and this CH2 minus takes H plus from HCl. That means this H transferred simply here. This H transferred from here to here. Resultant we are getting C double bond N compound. Simply this one upon hydrolysis we are getting benzaldehyde. That also we are going to explain as water molecule approaches to the carbon. Because of nitrogen is more electronegative, this one bond pair of electron shifted towards nitrogen, and carbon is going to bear positive charge. Upon this positive charge, oxygen donates its electron pair, and there will be new bond formation between oxygen and carbon, and from this one H transferred to nitrogen, NH plus. Later, by transferring this lone pair to carbon, CN bond will be shifted, and we are getting benzaldehyde, and product you are getting like this. So this is what we call Somerlet reaction. In Somerlet reaction, urotropin actually it consists 4 nitrogen atoms. Out of 4 nitrogen atoms, 1 nitrogen donates electron pair, 1 nitrogen donates electron pair to benzyl chloride. Because of chlorine carbon bond is more polar bond. Resultant carbon is going to bear positive charge and chlorine going to bear negative charge. Towards this positive charge, nitrogen donates electron pair, and after donation of electron pair, there will be new bond formation between carbon and hydrogen. So, which upon cleavage of CH bond and the double bond formation between carbon and nitrogen, which upon hydrolysis we are getting benzaldehyde. One more method of preparation of aromatic aldehydes is Raymond-Thymann reaction. Raymond-Thymann reaction. Let us consider benzene upon reaction with chloroform in presence of alkali. We are getting benzaldehyde. Already we learned the mechanism also. Benzaldehyde, KCl and H2O. Similarly, if we consider toluene upon reaction with chloroform and alkali, then we are getting ortho and para products are possible here. Ortho and para products are possible, and we know that this mechanism proceeds via formation of neutral bivalent carbene. Carbenes are intermediates in this method, and if we are using CCl4 carbon tetrachloride, in such a case we are getting carboxylic acids. So far, in all these reaction methods, we used to discuss preparation of aldehydes. Let us see preparation of ketones. Aromatic ketones preparation. Aromatic ketones preparation, benzene upon Friedel-Crafts reaction. Benzene upon acyl chloride, benzene upon acyl chloride CH3C double bond OCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 FeCl3 catalyst. Here acylinium carbocation we are getting, and we are getting acetophenone C double bond OCH3. Here intermediate CH3 C double bond OCl. This Cl is going to react electron pair to vacant orbital of aluminum chloride. Resultant CH3 C double bond O plus AlCl4 minus, and this acylinium carbocation attacks upon benzene ring. Acylinium carbocation is intermediate, and this one attacks upon benzene ring. Resultant we are getting C double bond O CH3, and here this carbon is going to bear positive charge, and by shifting this CH sigma bond electrons, here we are getting C double bond O CH3. All these mechanisms earlier we was learned. That's why they are not going to focus much more here. If we are using benzoyl chloride instead of acetyl chloride, if we are using benzoyl chloride, in such a case you are getting benzophenone, means C6H5 C double bond O C6H5. And if we are using 2 moles of benzene upon reaction with phosgene carbonyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 catalyst, we are getting benzaldehyde, means not only with acetyl chloride but also with benzoyl chloride, and not only with benzene and carbonyl chloride. Here you are getting acetophenone, benzophenone C6H5 C double bond O C6H5. So if you are considering here acetyl chloride, you are getting acetophenone. If you are considering benzoyl chloride, you are getting benzophenone. And not only with benzoyl chloride, instead of benzoyl chloride we can also use carbonyl chloride. Upon reaction with 2 moles of benzene, we are getting benzophenone. And beyond of that, one more. Calcium salts of benzoic acid, means C6H5 COO taken by Ca. This one upon dry distillation. Previously we discussed that when you are considering only one carboxylic acid salt, then we are getting benzophenone C6H5 C double bond O C6H5. So calcium, dry distillation of calcium salts of benzoic acid also gives benzophenone. And benzoyl chloride with acid chloride with Grignard reagent, you are getting acid chloride with Grignard reagent, you are getting acid chloride with dialkyl cadmium, you are getting acid chloride with Gilman reagent, dialkyl copper lithium, you are getting ketones. That all methods we already learned. So there, instead of acetyl chloride, we need to use benzoyl chloride. When we are using benzoyl chloride, you are getting benzophenone, like that. These are the methods of preparation of ketones. And beyond of that, one more method is there. Try to write these products and mechanism here. Benzaldehyde upon reaction with diazomethane, as we know very well, when these electrons shifted like this electron goes here, this carbon gets negative charge, and this negatively charged carbon attacks upon this one. So what product you are getting? So you are getting product PH C double bond O CH3. Try to write the product and complete mechanism. And benzoyl chloride upon reaction dialkyl cadmium, here because of organometallic compound, this carbon is going to bear negative charge upon attacks upon C double bond O group. Later what happened you know very well. And phenyl magnesium bromide pH minus has to come and attack upon this one. These electrons shifted towards nitrogen, and you are getting N minus and MgBr, which upon hydrolysis what product you are getting, try to write. And phenyl magnesium bromide with esters, ethyl acetate, this pH minus has to come and attack upon carbonyl group, and resultant this pi electrons are shifted towards oxygen, and here O minus satisfies that MgBr plus, and which upon hydrolysis, upon reversal that OC2H5 will leave away. So the mechanism already we discussed, and what product you are going to get, find out. And one more, ethyl benzene upon oxidation, this is specific reaction, and in this reaction manganese acetate we are going to use as catalyst. Ethyl benzene upon oxidation in presence of catalyst, that catalyst is manganese acetate, you are getting acetophenone, acetophenone you are getting. See, if you observe here, in case of ethyl benzene Which carbon gets oxidized? Ring containing carbon gets oxidized. Ring containing carbon gets oxidized. Whereas in case of Etote reaction, we discussed that terminal carbon only gets oxidized, but irrespective of the ring or ring which carbon possess ring, that is not criteria there, and ultimately terminal carbon only gets oxidized. But when we are using manganese acetate catalyst, ring containing carbon only gets oxidized. Here ring containing carbon, two hydrogens are there, both hydrogens converts into two OH groups, and from the two OH groups water molecule elimination takes place, and you are getting estophenone. These are the methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones completed.